So now that we are live, guys, thank you everyone for tuning in once again. I'm Udit Goenka, the founder and CEO of PitchGround. It's a SaaS marketplace where you can get software deals for as low as just $49. So diving right away, today we're gonna be focusing on how you can use AI to write the right kind of articles. Also, at the same time, how you can use these articles for driving further growth, how you can multiply the effect, how you can use AI, and also making sure that you're able to grow using blogs. We're going to be sharing some use cases, how we have been using it. We'll be sharing everything. Any softwares, again, that we are recommending is not a recommendation. That's something that we are using. So the flow will be around those tools. But again, you can use any software as long as they can give you the same output. There are like plenty of alternatives out there. You can use whatever you want. You can, in fact, continue using your existing tools as well. The focus is, again, is going to be on the flows. So without further waiting, let me share my screen. I'm just opening all the tabs, guys. So that's why it's taking just a little tidy long. So I think I'm just done. Oh, one more thing. We'll also be using Grammarly in this particular so that we can also check plagiarism and making sure that all the grammars are pretty solid. Okay. So there you go. I am just sharing my screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Guys, type in yes if you're able to see my screen. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Awesome, guys. Again, the session will be recording, so don't worry. I'll be uploading this session on YouTube, so you can always come back and check it out later on PitchGround's YouTube channel. I'll be sharing all the links with you guys. We also have a WhatsApp community. I'm going to be sharing the link for that as well, so that you can become a part of the community and grow and learn with all the amazing other experts that we have, right? So to begin with, whenever it comes to SEO, the biggest challenge is coming up with keyword research, then writing the article, and then publishing. All of these are kind of like really really sort of like time-consuming tasks today. And with AI really coming in, the possibility becomes endless. Now, the problem is that most people do not use AI the right way, right? Especially when it comes to writing blogs. The problem is most people would just go and write me a 2,500 word article on a certain topic. That's it. Now, the problem with this is that if you don't give the right prompts, if you don't use the right prompts, and if you don't dive into the right prompts, it's going to be kind of like very difficult for you to get a very high quality output. So the way AI works is the higher the quality of input in terms of prompt, the higher the quality of the output, right? So as you can see, right, we are literally using it every single day and we're writing the article. So what I'm going to do is just for test session, because GPT-4 only allows you like 25 message, I'm going to like just use 3.5 for just a moment and show you guys how most people would use to generate article. Write me a blog article on sales pitch, which is 2,500 words. So this is generally how people will begin writing their articles using any software, regardless of whatever you're using. This is how people generally use to write software, to write content, and this is not the right way when it comes to writing blog. Again, today's use case is about blog, so that's what we're going to be focusing on today, right? Now, what we're going to try to do is we are going to try to achieve this kind of result now. So let me show you. So we also run a SaaS known as First Sales, and over here, if you see all of these blogs, we have generated all of these blog articles using AI. You can see how structured it is, how well maintained it is, how detailed it is, and every single article is very heavily optimized, but at the same time, they're very well drafted and is very in-depth. Again, 100% right from research to everything is done using AI, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to try to recreate this and try to re-achieve this. That's going to be the goal, right? Now, let me ask you guys, what topic do you want us to cover? Because we'll focus on those topics, right? So I've shown that sales is a topic that we are covering over here. But if you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know. And we can probably take like those kind of topics, basically. Please drop in, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any specific recommendation, because I don't want to come like specific prepared to talk about something. I want to talk about what you guys want. So this way you would know that you don't need to be like a crazy subject matter expert to begin with a blog or something. You can just get started with it. All right. So make sure that the topic that you are giving is a little kind of like niche down, and it's not very broad. So for example, many of you are giving like lifestyle, fitness. Those are going to give you good keywords, but if you narrow it down to something more specific, you will get far better keywords. So for example, if you're talking about fitness, you talk about exercises, for an example, or if you're talking about health, you talk about food. If you're so try to get a little more niche, guys, so that we can start focusing on very niche kind of niche kind of topic to begin with, and then grow from there. All right, so we're getting a lot of suggestions over here. So let's pick one suggestion to begin with. Let's pick email marketing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a marketing topic, and then I'm going to take a non-marketing topic, which is around health or fitness, something like that, right? To begin with, and again, guys, please write down the prompts. That's going to be very important because it's a game of prompts, right? I'm going to be sharing the prompts, but please just write down the prompts. I'm going to be sharing it in the chat. Please create a note for yourself so that you can copy the prompts. And again, you'll have to follow the same process. If you're not going to follow the process, you're not going to get the same result. That's very important. So to begin with, what I'm going to do is, so as you can see over here, right, I'm using Typedesk. So what Typedesk basically is doing is it's saving all of my prompts under one roof so that I can just use a shortcut and I don't have to write this again and again and again and again. It's very cumbersome. I don't want to go back to my notepad, copy those prompts and paste it over here, then go back again, copy that. It's a waste of time. Again, our goal today is going to be not just understanding how to write those blogs, but also how can we automate, how can we build a better workflow so that we can save time. So if you see, the very first prompt that we're going to write is we need to do keyword research and we need topic ideas, but we need to make sure that those are heavily keyword research so that there is also traffic coming in to those specific keywords. Now, what I have done is I've started my prompt with something like, imagine you're the best SEO research person in the world. Remember, the way SEO or the way prompts work is you have to tell them and you have to be very specific. If you are going to be a generalist in terms of asking something, you're going to get a general answer. But if you want a way better answer, start with something more detailed, right? So in this case, what I've done is I'm telling GPT-4 that, look, you are the best SEO person in the world. Now, share 30 blog ideas for email marketing around topic searched, email marketing related keywords, and include the primary keyword in front when you draft the blog idea, right? Now, let's hit enter. Okay, looks like there is some problem with these. So I'm just going to copy and I'm going to refresh. I hope they are not down right now. Let's send it again. There you go. Yeah, it worked now. Perfect. So someone is saying they're not able to see my screen. Are you guys able to see my screen? Guys, yes, perfect, awesome, perfect, guys. All right. So as you can see over here, we have the keyword research completely done for yourself. Now, how do we validate whether these keyword research are right or not? Let's pick any random thing. Again, I am doing everything what you guys are asking in terms of the chat. I'm using the same topics. I'm using whatever suggestions that you're giving, and I'm going to use that, right? We'll also do a non-technical topic as well, which is probably around health, fitness. We'll be taking one example of that as well. But as you can see, I have written this specific prompt. I'm sharing this prompt right now in the chat. This is the very first prompt for the day. There you go, guys. So that's the very first prompt of the day. Please just a moment. I'm really very sorry. Let me just post the prompt once again. Okay, guys, I've just shared the very first prompt. Please copy and paste it so that you can see the prompts that has been shared. Just copy it. That's it. Again, we'll be taking more non-technical topics around doctors, lawyers. We'll take some topics as well so that you have far more understanding. We can cover as many use cases as possible. But to begin with, let's dive into a marketing topic to begin with, right? So as you can see over here, that they have done all the keyword research for us over here. And what I have done specifically is I have asked them to add the keyword at the very beginning of the title. Now, this is very important as per SEO, that if the title is in front, there's a big chance that you'll get a better CTR. because people are searching for that. But more importantly, this is one of the very slightest of the ranking factor because it improves the CTR, right? So make sure that you always include your keyword in the front of the title. So now I'll just pick one random keyword, email marketing platform, and I'm going to go inside Ahrefs, Keyword Explorer, and I'll just paste the keyword just to see how many searches that we get. Right away, as you can see, there is a potential traffic of almost 8,000, right? Now, this is very important. Now, I'll go back and copy another keyword. Let's say email marketing for nonprofits. Again, I'm just picking something very randomly. I'll come back again and let me just do another keyword. So there you go. There, the keyword difficulty is low and we still have a potential traffic, right? Now, let's take one last example. Email marketing for events. So anyone who's saying that the screen is not visible, please ensure that you change your screen, because if you're on your phone right now, generally you will have like a separate chat tab and you will have a different video tab. So make sure that you are on the right tab. So are you guys able to see the screen? Because some people are saying they're only able to see me. Yeah, so most of the people are saying that they are able to see the screen. Okay, let me just quickly check. Okay, perfect. So many people are saying that they're able to see the screen. Guys, just make sure that you have selected the right screen when you're watching this, and you have not selected my screen. If you're on phone, just scroll on your Zoom app so that then you can see the screen sharing, because on your mobile app, you will not see the screen share and me in the same window. You can only do that on your phone. But if you're on your phone, please just swipe right so that you can go to the screen sharing session. So again, coming back over here, as you can see, I'm just going to type email marketing for events. Let's just see. There you go. Again, there's potential traffic. That's very good. Now, what happens with AI now is you get a possibility of writing LSI or long tail keyword articles as well, which is extremely beneficial for you, right? Now, let's dive in. Now that we have some topic, now just make sure that you copy all of these topics in your Excel sheet as a workflow, write down these keywords, and then you can always come back over here and do sort of a bulk upload inside the software to basically get all the search results and everything. So now, again, I'm not going to go into this Ahrefs specific because that's not the goal for today's session. The goal for today's session is how can we create a well-researched article? How can we use the right prompt to write those articles? So now we have this. Let's pick one topic, and we'll pick the first topic as potentially this. So here comes the second prompt of the day, guys. As you can see over here, this prompt is crazy because it lets you kind of like jailbreak right now. So when I say jailbreak, it lets you kind of like scrape a more data access right now, which is not possible. I'm sharing this prompt with you guys now in the chat. Please make sure you do not share the prompt out anywhere in public, because if ChatGPT people get to know that these are the prompts that people are using, and there's a big chance that it might get stopped in the next 1 month. So use it while it still exists, right? So again, I'm just going to quickly share the prompt with you guys so that you can basically copy. Okay, so it looks like this prompt is too big. So guys, don't worry about the prompts. I'm probably going to like just email you guys after the session. I'm going to create a Notion link where I'm going to put up like all the prompts, and I'm going to just share it across with the email. So don't worry about like copying the prompts anymore. So as you can see over here, now we're going to be using this second prompt. And again, as you can see, because I have used this type desk to save all of my prompts, it just makes my life so easy. I can just produce things at a much faster pace versus wondering whether my prompt is at one place, second place. I don't know about that. So it again just saves a lot of time. So to save my prompts, I'm using a software known as Typedesk. But you can use any Chrome extension. There are many Chrome extensions available that will help you save and basically trigger your full sentence on a specific keyword. There are many such softwares and tools out there. I personally use Typedesk for whatever activity that I'm doing right now. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be sharing the Notion link after the Zoom call with all the prompts. Do not worry about copying. Do not worry about missing. You guys will have it in your email with the prompts. So now, as you can see over here, this is the next prompt that I'm writing. Now let's dive in. Here is basically, I'm telling him to like kind of like go beyond what OpenAI can do. And remember, with regards to AI, you have to be very, very, very specific. If you're not going to be very specific, it's going to be very challenging for you. So now, after this prompt, here is where the fun begins, right? Again, I'm saying, imagine your world's best and salesperson and have an expert understanding of cold emails and sales. Now, I was doing this for first sales. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change. You're the world's best email marketer and have an expert understanding about email marketing. Now, also, I'm going to write one thing over here. Imagine you are world's best email marketer and copywriter who has the best understanding about email marketing. Now, what I'm telling ChatGPT is that you're not only an amazing email marketer, but you're also a great copywriter. Again, you have to be very specific. You have to put in a position. This is the key. This is how you do things differently, and you're going to get a much better output, right? And you also have, you are also a subject matter expert on this topic that I'm about to share with you. Write a blog outline on, now, I need a blog outline on email marketing strategies. So whatever your keyword would be for SEO, that's exactly what's going to go over here. And then we'll write, make it the most comprehensive blog post, include a chapter on relevant examples as necessary. So now I'll hit enter and okay, it looks like there's problem with ChatGPT again. So I'm just going to refresh. So my session is already saved. I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit enter. So this is the only challenge with ChatGPT, you know, like a lot of people are using it, so it just keeps going down randomly. But as you can see, now this response is generated by LiveGPT and may contain explicit graphic and appropriate content. See this, we've just jailbroken ChatGPT right in front of you. And jailbreak is basically a term that's being used by people in the industry, right? That's basically saying that we are finally being able to get inside to ask ChatGPT to share contents which they would not be otherwise sharing. This is where you start getting deeper insights. As you can see, just look at how amazingly it's creating some amazing outlines for me, right? And this is where I've stopped using any other tool to create contents, and I'm directly using this right now. Also, it's very affordable, right? So ChatGPT is literally like GPT Plus is literally like $20. Also, make sure please spend that $20 so that you can get access to GPT-4. You will not be able to do a lot of these activities without GPT-4 because the kind of data it will have and the way it will be able to understand. So GPT-4 can understand up to 25,000 words of data points above, which helps you to make a much more comprehensive article. So as you can see, it's writing the outlines right now for you. And again, I'm doing everything in front of you. Whatever you guys are asking, the topics, we'll also cover a non-technical topic as well in just a moment. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this outline over here. I'm just going to quickly copy this outline, and this is where I'm going to be using phrase. Now over here, I'm going to come and I'm simply going to say email marketing strategies. Again, we are a phrase customer. We're nowhere affiliated with them. So you can use whatever software you want. This is something that just we like because they have a very clean, nice interface for doing NLP research analysis, right? So, and also it does a bit of the user, your competitor analysis as well. And you get some nice ideas like you have to make sure that your blog article is over 3,400 words. You have to make sure there are 9 headers, there are links, images, these things are included. And then you get like an optimization score, right? So in order for us to be like heavily SEO optimized, we have to make sure that our article reaches at least 56% because as per their research on the top 20 articles that are ranking for this specific keyword, they are averaging 56% score. So if we try to cross that, we will have a great article and a fantastic on-page SEO. This doesn't guarantee you ranking, by the way, because most of the rankings then will determine on your domain rating, how many backlinks you have, the quality of the backlinks, domain rating, all of those things. Again, this session is not about talking about SEO. So we'll come back over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm in the content brief. I'm simply going to come and just put up my outlines over here for just a moment. Now I'm going to come back to my content. I'll go back over here. And now we will work on the second prompt. As you can see, you see how I have saved everything nicely in the form of keyboard shortcuts. 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, and so on, because that's the flow, right? I don't need to remember those prompts anymore. I can always go back and edit those prompts. So this way, use any software that will help you to expand on keyword. So again, there are Chrome extensions, there are free tools, there are multiple tools. You just do Google search and you'll get them. Now, what I'm saying next in the prompt is write a clickbait blog title using the information above. Now, this is where you don't do the title first. You do the outline first, because if you give enough outline, you'll make sure that your title is way better. Also, make it a max of 60 characters and include the keyword. And I don't like the word using unlock because that's too overly used. So you can always add those specific keywords that you don't want, and you can always modify the prompt. So whatever prompts that I'm going to be sharing with you, you can always modify that, right? You have the base, you can modify it to your needs. That's the beauty of these prompts. So I'm going to come back over here, and our primary keyword was email marketing strategy. So I'm going to come back over here, and coming over here, there you go. And boom, let's hit enter, and let's see. Explosive email marketing strategy, skyrocket conversions in 2023. That's fabulous. I love this. If you don't like these, if you need more variations, just go ahead and ask, give me a few variations if you want. But again, to save the chat that we have, we only have 25 sessions because we were doing this webinar. I did not use the session to ensure that we get the entire 25 messages as prompts available, but you can go ahead and re-ask them if you want. So I'm going to come back to my phrase again, and I'm just going to paste my title over here. There you go. It's a good start. And as you can see, email marketing strategies is in the first half of the title. Very, very important whenever you're doing SEO. Don't forget that. Okay, coming back. Now I'm going to do my next prompt. My next prompt is introduction. Now, this is where people make a big mistake when they're writing an article. They would simply come and say, please write me a blog post introduction. No, it's going to be very generic. Now, look at the way we have drafted this prompt. Using the information about, again, I'm telling constantly keep on checking the information, because you don't want information to get reluctant, but at the same time, it is relevant at the same time. So use the information about and write a blog post in ADA format, right? ADA is a kind of marketing copywriting way. So I'm telling, please write the introduction of the blog post in the ADA format specifically. Make it very persuasive, wanting people to read the whole blog post, right? So this way they know that don't just share the information, but actually use a certain format and make sure to make it persuasive so that the writing is in a persuasive style, and make sure people just enjoy reading that. So now we'll come back and we'll include the core keyword once again over here, which is email marketing strategy. So I'm just going to copy from here. Again, we'll be doing one non-technical topic as well, guys. So make sure we'll cover whatever you guys want, right? So again, coming back over here. So Arun is asking a great question. What are the authenticity and trust of AI writing blog in terms of EAT factors? Great question. Arun, this is where you have to make sure that 95% of the data and 95% of the content is done using AI, but 5% is where the editors come in, which is you as human come in. You don't just blindly copy and paste and publish. You're going to take 10 minutes of your time to read the article, adjust, edit wherever it's required. So the typical blog writing and blog writers hiring would be dead, right? Now, editors, the emphasis on editors will be quite more. So you're going to spend a little more time on editing. That's the key part. That's the most important part. So that's where you make sure you give a great user experience, great information, and make sure that you validate all the information as well. That's the key. And this is where, if you see, I've used this specific prompt to make sure that I get that data from ChatGPT, which they were hiding behind and wouldn't be available for normal users who are not using the specific prompt. So again, this is how you use prompts the right way. Again, don't worry about the prompts. I'm going to be sending an email to you guys in a Notion file. I'll write down all the prompts. No updates, nothing. You don't need to do anything. I'll just share it with you guys because again, this is a value webinar. Again, whatever tools that we are using ourselves. This is our workflow. You can use whatever you guys want, right? The goal today is how we can combine few softwares and produce something. Now, I have the introduction. Let's go ahead and paste and just give it a quick read. Are you tired of email marketing strategies? There you go, right? I've specifically asked them to include the keyword in the first line. Again, that's very important on the on-page SEO. I'll quickly enter these. There you go. Okay, so let's just give it a quick read. Are you tired of email marketing strategies falling flat and failing to produce results you desire? It's time to turn things around and unlock full potential of your email campaign in today's fast-paced digital world. Your business needs to stay ahead of the curve, blah, 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 blah. As you can see, the information is very good so far, right? As you can see, it's a very good introduction. If you would have used otherwise and just said, write me an introduction, it wouldn't have used specific format and it would have gone very generally. So again, it all comes down to prompt. If you like any other format like BAB or any other format in general, you can just replace those prompts with your specific format. Make sure you are very clear. Now, when you're also writing, you can also specify this, Arun, in the prompts that please make sure that it validates the trust of Google with EEAT factors. That's it. That's all you mention. So ChatGPT would know what you're really looking for. So ChatGPT is kind of like your employee, right? It's kind of like you having a blog writer so that you would exactly know, right? That's the key. That's the most important part. Now, coming back to phrase again, let's see. So we have written the introduction. As you can see, we have now achieved a score of 4%. So which means that we are on a good track, right? Now it's time to dive into the actual articles itself. So what I'm going to do is, so Suchita is asking, please tell us good email writing content. So Suchita, today's session is not about email writing. Today's session is about blog. We'll be doing more such AI sessions, more such writing sessions, more such tool combinations, workflows, automations using AI in the future, where we'll cover more about emails as well. But right now, this session is just about blogs. So we will just cover blog in this particular session. So I hope that helps, that we remain like very focused. Nitesh, if you have just missed out the session for the first like few minutes, don't worry. We'll be having the recording of it. But you missed out the critical part, right, where we kind of like explained and dived in, which was not recorded. So I hope you still find it useful. So this is the next prompt that I'm using, and look at how in-depth and big this prompt is. Using the information about, write and elaborate all the subpoints of. Now let's dive in again and let's see. We go into the outlines of ours, and this is where you will simply copy this, right? And I'll just call it part 1 for an example, right? You can call it chapter 1 or whatever it is, or just one, whatever you want to name it. But I'm just going to write introduction, which is part 1. Or actually, since this is not just introduction, so I'm just going to skip on it for now. Okay. And make sure you are a top expert. Again, I'm emphasizing on keyword, right? Top. I've specifically mentioned and have the best understanding about this subject. Give us unique insights as possible about the subject. Make sure each subpoints, I'm talking again, each subpoints are very in-depth in the blog post. Make it meaningful, well-researched, interesting, and in-depth, and elaborate on every subpoint in proper structured paragraph. Also make sure the blog post is SEO optimized. And now this is something that Arun brought up, I'm just going to mention, and comply with Google's T factors. Okay, this is how you modify your prompts in real time. Yes, I will be sharing the prompts. Don't worry about it. Once again, I'm going to be sending you guys an email with the prompts. So don't worry at all that, don't try to sit down, don't try to worry that you need to like just quickly copy all the prompts. Don't worry, guys. We're here for you guys. This is a value webinar, right? As you can see, even by the end of the webinar, we're not looking to try to sell anything to anyone. Our value webinar is all about providing value. Prashant, you can Google what Google's EAT factor is. Right now, we're not going to dive into that. Right now, we're going to dive into just blog articles. So you can probably Google that very quickly to get information. We'll probably keep some separate value sessions around SEO very soon. But again, let's coming back to our current topic, which is, again, make sure to bold the subpoints. Also make sure that all the contents are plagiarism free. I'm specifically mentioning this. Make sure to add a full stop at the end of sentences. Also write all new paragraphs in new sentence after full stop. Please include relevant stats with source across the content with source. Again, I'm mentioning everything that I want and my prompts are that in depth. Let's see what it produces, guys. Right. Meanwhile, I'm going to come back to phrase. Let's see. Perfect. Let me see if we can get some good stats that we can include over here itself. So I'm going to come over here. So these look some very good stats, guys. Always try to include this. So I'm going to simply name it critical stats for email marketing strategies as per various blogs. Done. You're including sources. This is again a very important part of SEO. Now, with just one click, I was able to get majority of the statistics under one roof. Done. Right? This is how you do things in a certain way. I have the links. Outbound links are also very important when you're doing your article. Again, we'll keep a separate session on on-page SEO, but right now, let's just work on what we have, which is achieving a good blog article. Now, as you can see, we have the very first blog article ready, very first introduction ready. As you can see, it's very, very, very in-depth. Also, phrase does check plagiarism as well. And let's see, they did detect some plagiarism, but it looks like it's all the stats. So stats doesn't really fall under plagiarism. So as long as you're citing it, it's all good. Google loves those stats that you have mentioned those stats. So that is not considered as plagiarism, just to let you guys know, right? Because stats are stats. So coming over here, as you can see, I'm just going to make it H2. There you go. I'm just going to make this H3. I'm going to make this as H3 as well, so that when you're using WordPress and you're using table format, as you can see over here inside our first sales blog, this is how we are using a plugin to create a table of content automatically based on H1, H2, H3 tags and so on. So I want to make sure that I don't sit down and format it later on, right? So again, this is why we use phrase, that it has some very good keyword research and stuff. So it just makes our life a lot more easier in terms of just having this statistics. The layout is also clean. So that's why we use it, right? Again, we're a paid customer. It's not a recommendation. You can use any other software that does the same for you. Guys, if you're liking so far, drop in some fire emoji. I need to see how many people are really excited and learning something new for the very first time, or able to get something new. Even if you knew something, guys, drop in a fire emoji. Let me know. Let's see how are you guys liking this session so far. Awesome, guys. Fantastic. I'm so glad you guys are finding this session helpful. Okay, coming back over here. So now that we have these contents over here, thank you. Oh my God, the chat is exploding right now, guys. Thank you so much. Awesome. Now coming back to phrase, what I'm going to do is now, a couple of last week, I ended up building a Chrome extension myself using ChatGPT. Again, we'll keep a separate session in terms of how you can create Chrome extensions for yourself using ChatGPT as well. We'll do a separate session for that. But for now, what I've done is, did you see how I created and moved the entire sentences in a new sentence? I created a Chrome extension for that, right? So the Chrome extension basically helps me to format it very quickly. Again, I spent just half an hour to build an entire Chrome extension using this. And as you can see, here is that Chrome extension. These are all being created by me, right? So whenever I find some time now, I just end up creating some Chrome extensions. So again, we'll come down and we'll share how we can sort of build different softwares and stuff as well with ChatGPT. Again, it's a beautiful tool, right? We will do everything one by one. So there'll be more sessions. Don't worry, guys. So again, now I'm just going to quickly format because I freaking don't have time to sit down and move things around. So, right. So check this out. Nice, beautiful Chrome extension. So even if I list down the Chrome extension, it's not listed in the Chrome store. So I've built this myself. I've coded this myself using ChatGPT and plus some of my own code logic as well. So this was actually built by me. So as you can see, the formatting is done very quickly. Again, save time, use software, save time. This is a very tedious task to go into every little activity and do it. Use software, guys, build software, use software, save time as much as possible, because it's all about building a good workflow so that you can improve your speed and you're able to accomplish more. Now that I have this, which is again beautiful information now, if you see this entire piece was unique. There is no plagiarism over here, as you can see. Done. Now again, the stats is not considered as plagiarism. Again, guys, make sure to remember that, because you're quoting stats. So any kind of quotes or any stats that are being quoted, that is not considered as plagiarism. Okay. Coming back over here, this is a very unique piece of information that's being created by ChatGPT, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to come down to optimize, and I can see 17% optimization rate, which is brilliant, amazing. We're moving on to the right direction now, guys. I'm going to come back and now I'm going to hit my same prompt once again. And this time I'm going to ask them to write me part 1, which is building your email list. This is now what I want, right? I have the prompt. I will just hit enter. Let's see what they write. Now, if you see, I have specifically mentioned them, as you can see, to bold it, and it's bolding it, right? Again, you have to see this, bold all the subpoints and subheadings. I've specifically mentioned this, and as you can see, it has bolded that, right? Otherwise, if you saw the other 3.5 version that I used, it did not do that, right? You have to be very, 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 very specific when you're using ChatGPT. If you're not going to be specific, you're not going to get specific outcomes, right? Okay. Could you please share your Chrome extensions? So I've coded those Chrome extensions, Greg. So it's not available in public. So it's just sitting on my local host, because I've just built it all of these myself, right? So as you can see, I've also built a Chrome extension where I can just generate like a very high quality emails for myself. So again, I've coded all of these extensions myself. So these are all like custom coded extensions, basically to improve my workflow. So again, coming back, beautiful, beautiful part 1, right? Again, I'll just read few lines to see, but before that, let me just quickly format it. I want this H2, I want this H3. You can again learn some keyboard shortcuts if you want, but for now, I'm just going to use this. I could side load if you are willing to share the files. Definitely, Greg will. I'll probably like just upload it on the Chrome store itself, or if you guys, so that you guys can just start using it. Okay, so now that we have this, I'll just quickly format it again. Then we go into reading, because I generally like things. So as you can see, it just saves time, right? I select, boom, 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 right? Oh, so I even added a validation. I forgot to select a text, and it did not work this time, right? Done. Formatting is now done. It just saves so much time, guys. It's freaking fun. So no, so phrase is not taking the data. I'm copying and pasting it. So once I'm done this, as you can see, I will simply copy this, and I'll come back and I'll paste it over here. And then I've used my Chrome extension that I've built to kind of like just select everything and just format it, because I absolutely hate like a lengthy paragraph. It's very difficult to read as well. So I like my like paragraphs to be just 1 or 2 lines, and then I add spaces. It also makes it very easy for people to kind of like read. If you see again, that's what we have done over here. Just 1 sentence per paragraph. That's it. Just 1 sentence. It just makes it very easy, pleasing for people to read at the same time. It doesn't look very overwhelming. Now, again, coming back, as you can see, it's a beautiful article. Just read some things, right? As you can see now, when it comes to building your email list, it's essential to prioritize quality over quantity. A large list of uninterested subscribers won't bring value to your business, whereas a small list of highly engaged subscribers can lead to high conversion rates and increased revenue. Quality over quantity, brilliant, right? It's written in such an efficient way. Now, look at how efficiently it has implemented stats, because I specifically asked in my prompt, please include relevant stats with source. You cannot write stats without source, because no one is going to believe it, right? So you have to make sure that you cite a source from the stats. According to study by MailChimp, segmented campaigns have an open rate that is 14.342% higher and a click-through rate of 100.95% higher than non-segmented campaign. Source, MailChimp 2021. This is what makes your article unique. This is what makes it more readable and more importantly, more trustable. What people are doing is they are just typing, I need 2,500, 3,000 word article in one shot. They would copy and paste. And that's where Google is saying that if you're going to do that, we are going to give you a Google penalty. And that's what EAT factors are all about, is giving people good and high quality experience, which is high quality information. How you extract from GPT that information? You use it by doing right prompts. No matter your industry, you can do that with any freaking industry. Whatever I'm sharing right now, it can be done and replicated for any industry, any niche, irrelevant. Now, again, make sure you're not looking for one-click solutions. That's where the problem comes in, basically. So yeah, I would highly recommend to use the same workflow and format because we have heavily tested out. I've spent almost 2 months to build the right format and flow. And after 2 months of using, I've probably used like 300 combinations of different prompts. What you're seeing right now is 2 months of our work and research that's compiled into a simple flow for you guys where you don't have to think a lot and you will just use the prompts. I'm going to share it with you guys after the webinar. I'm going to be sending an email to you guys, right? So again, coming back to is, again, beautiful writing, amazing content, along with great stats included. This is what is missing from generic post. And this is where you're giving great user experience because stats make your article very credible. Always include statistics in your article. It's very, very, very important. Even if you're writing manual articles, include statistics. It's very important. If you're not going to include statistics in your article, it doesn't add any value to people. So great question. Isn't these excessive AI useful, harmful for human creativity? It's absolutely not, Taima. It's actually great because this otherwise would have taken me probably half an hour just to get this one stat from Google. I would have to go search and end up wasting a lot of time. And that's not what you do. If you want to scale up today, competition is very fierce. So if you want to make sure that you are able to compete today, you have to produce things fast with quality. So it's always quality over quantity, but at the same time, it's quality at pace. That's what AI really helps you to do and helps you to achieve. That's where the beauty is coming in, right? Again, Mike, I'm going to be sharing all the prompts. Don't worry at all. I'm going to be sharing all the prompts. I'm going to be sending you an email. Do not worry. This is PitchGround's PG value session, guys. We will make sure you get a lot of value out of this session. Don't worry at all. Like I said, as you can see, these are the tools that we are using right now. You can use anything else you want, right? There's no restriction. If you're using SEMrush instead of Ahrefs, that is completely fine. It will work. Instead of Phrase, if you're using some other tool that does these kind of work that you see on the right side and can do NLP tracking, NLP keywords, it's absolutely fine. Any software works. And if you're using any tool that can produce this level of results using GPT-4, but some other tool is using the API, even that is fine. But make sure you're using this flow, a combination of these kind of similar tools. When you combine all of them, that's when you see a magic being created. So I'm just going to create one more post over here because we want to make sure that we dive into more examples of different industry. So I'm just going to write it one more time. I'm going to go back again. And again, this is where people make mistake. They will simply say, go above and write the next outline. Don't do that, right? Take some moment, go up, copy this, come back over here again. Though ChatGPT would be smart, but then again, I want to make sure I get very specific as possible. Now I'm going to simply say part 2, copy, done. Let's see what they do. Yes, we are going to be, again, the next article is going to be like a very different niche altogether. So we'll pick up in just a moment. I'm not going to go and write the whole article now. Rest of all of these things is exact same step. I'm just going to dive into the conclusion part in just a moment, right? Because that's the last part of the process. And then we'll dive into one more example for all of you guys. As you can see, personalization, right? So crafting, compiling content, personalization and targeting. Personalization is a critical aspect of creating, compiling email content by tailoring your email, blah. A study by Experian found that personalized email delivers 6 against stats. So very important. It makes the whole sentence really kind of like pop out and make you more readable, because even I'm learning more now, right? As I'm writing these, I'm actually learning about a lot of these topics. So even if you're not a subject matter expert, you can actually learn quite a lot just by following this way. Even if you want to learn, you use the same prompts to just learn more about industry specifics, get data. Because again, with data, it builds your confidence, right? 99% of the time, if I say something, it could be wrong, but if stats say that, it's going to be right and it's going to be accurate. Next question, there's a question coming in from Greg. He's saying, when we post the blog, do we use title, introduction, and conclusion as headers? I did not get your question, Craig. What do you mean by do we use title, introduction, and conclusion as headers? I did not get that question, Greg. Can you please just reframe the question? Meanwhile, I'm just going to copy this while Greg does this. So Naveen, I don't think you can achieve that with niches. I've tried that software. It's not good for blog posts like this. Any software that does one-click blog post, that's not the right way of doing blogs. You're just spamming the internet at that stage. You're not creating something meaningful that will be helpful for people, and that's why you will be hit with the Google's latest algorithm eats. It's gonna just eat you alive, and you're not gonna rank for any of these keywords. So just make sure you're following this format, guys. Again, instead of spending 5 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours on writing article, you will be spending half an hour to be writing the same article, right? That's the main difference. That it's still going to take time, but it's going to take you 80 to 90% less time. Your productivity would go up by almost 8x by using this flow. So again, I'm just going to quickly come over here. I'm just going to make it H3. I'll make it H3 as well. I will make this H3 as well, and make this H3 as well. And this is the last one, right? I will quickly format it again. Boom, 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 there. This is why I love technology so much, right? Like this simple Chrome extension probably saves me at least 10 minutes per article. It's painful to go in every paragraph, hit enter. It's just painful when technology can do that problem, solve that problem for you. Again, I'll just be uploading this Chrome extension for all of you guys so that you can just download this Chrome extension as well. It'll probably take a couple of days for Google to approve the Chrome extension. So just hang in there, and once that is approved, I'm going to be sharing. But as you can see, our score right now is 38%. We are really kind of like shaping up very nicely now. Now, the last part, again, I'm not going to write the whole article now, because again, it does take a little time, and we want to cover more topics. We want to cover like one more sort of like non-technical topic as well. So what I'm going to do right now is, again, I'm going to use phrase. And what I'm going to do next is something very incredible. I'm going to come on this plus, and what I'm going to do next is I need all of these topics. I need all of these topics because, sorry, I need a topic cluster. Sorry, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get this entire topic cluster. So this contains all the keywords that is required to be included in the article. This is as per Google NLP. This information is coming from Google NLP API that's suggesting that please include these keywords in your article. I'm going to come over here, and I'm simply going to write this once again. And I am again going to write, I'm going to write over here conclusion and key takeaway. Again, the conclusion is not going to be in depth, by the way, because the article is not done fully, but it has enough information to draw a conclusion. And I'm also going to include this. Please include these keywords and build relevant sentences using these keywords. And I'm going to include all of these. I'm just going to paste all of these keywords. Now check my prompt. It has gotten massive now, right? Let's hit enter. Let's just wait and enjoy while I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. Again, guys, are you liking it so far? Are you learning something new? Are you learning how to do things the right way using AI? Drop in your fire emoji, guys. Come on, I need to see more fire emojis. I need to see, and I'm going to be sharing more with you guys then. If you guys are passionate in this webinar, I'm going to be equally passionate, and I'm going to deliver 2x more if I can see the vibe in you guys. Awesome, awesome. Not everyone is using the fire emoji. I want everyone to be active on the keyboard. Come on. There you go, guys. I need some pumping energy, you know. Just grab a cup of coffee if you want. Awesome, 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 guys. You guys are amazing. Again, remember, guys, AI is an employee, right? Treat it like an employee. That's very important. It's like having a personal assistant. Don't just go type in just one word and expect all the magical two things to happen. That's not how things work. And that's where people are making mistakes. Remember how to use AI the right way. Again, we'll be coding as well using this because I come from a coding background, right? So I started my career as a designer. Then I learned how to code myself, self-taught coding myself. So I come from all of my designing and development and then marketing background. So it was a great transition, you know. Awesome. So we have this conclusion and takeaway. It's a beautiful conclusion, right? I'm going to come back again. I'm going to paste it over here. And I will just make this H2 again. And as you can see, boom, right away, it has included most of those keywords. And we have hit 56% with our contents not even fully done, you know. So I'm yet to complete part 3, part 4, part 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are the pending outlines. But again, if I write those right now, we'll consume more credits and we won't have the time or the ChatGPT credit to work on another non-technical topic, right? As you can see, this is very critical. Now comes the fun part, which is my favorite part, which is something you have to know. This is one of the secrets that you have to start implementing in your blogs right away. So what I'm going to do again with phrase is I'm going to come over here. This is where I don't want to use ChatGPT because I want to have live statistics and ChatGPT is going to take a lot of time to get that detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the SERP data and I'm going to hit questions. Boom, right away. This is the question that I'm going to include. I'm going to go over here, right? I'm going to copy these questions. I'm going to come back over here and now I'm going to write my next prompt, which is using the above information, write an in-depth answer. Do not include A before the answer because generally it would include A and you would go back and remove things. Make sure you bold the question. Do not add numbers in front of questions. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first paste all the questions. Then I'm simply going to add a bit of line. And there's 2022 here. I'm just going to make it 2023. So now, why did I use phrase for this? Because these are the keywords that mostly people are looking for. I don't have to sit down and go research. Or the other way is you go over here and you have email marketing strategies. So I don't know if SEMrush gives you this data, but check this out. You have these questions coming in for this specific keyword. Just copy these questions. That's it. And go ahead and ask an answer to ChatGPT. And as you can see, now it's writing an answer for me. Now, why do you want to do this, guys? Because most of the time, most of the searches on internet is not one keyword. When people want to dive in and understand, they would write a question. This is where you would include LSI keywords in your article. And because it's a pillar content, you can make sure that every content becomes a pillar content in your blog. This is where the magic begins. This is how you format things the right way. Again, I have not covered the middle part because it's kind of like repetitive. So when you're working on part 4, part 5, part 6, 7, 8, it's the same process. The process remains the same. That's why I've not dived in. I've directly dived into the conclusion. And then I'm working on these answers. I would not even Google. If you still want to do it manually, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Google. Let me just quickly email marketing strategies. So I'm going to type email marketing strategies. I will then Google this particular keyword. You see these questions over here. I would just quickly open these questions once again. So every question that I open, it writes 2 more questions for me. Now, again, learn how I do things, right? Now I have all of these questions. Do not include more than don't have more than 20 questions, I would say. Anything above that is just far too stretched, right? Just come back, ask the question and answer again and done. Since this is not completed, I'm just going to hit continue. Again, one more new prompt for you guys. If the article or if the post is not continue, just write continue. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else, right? I'm going to come back again. Let's copy these questions. Let's copy these. The last one is not done, so I'm going to skip for that for now. I'm going to delete all of these. And I'm going to write over here commonly asked questions about email marketing strategies. I'll include my keyword on the internet. Boom, done. There you go, guys. Done. Now, as you can see, my score is 74%. I have already written 2,500 blog article along with explaining you guys, along with doing things in just half an hour. Otherwise, it would have taken me just 10 or 15 minutes. If I wouldn't have explained to you guys, it would have only taken me 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And once you get a hang of a flow as well, it kind of like really helps out, So that's how you do things. That's how you build your articles. That's how you build your flows. That's how you do things in a certain way. And you drive and optimize an article and make it so very meaningful at the same time. This is how you do things differently, guys. This is how you write and draft a nice article the nice way. Also make it meaningful, because if you guys actually read this right now, you would learn. See this, email marketing remains one of the most effective digital marketing channels, generating an impressive ROI of $42 on every $1 spent as per Litmus 2021. With over 4 million billion email users worldwide, again, source according to Statistica, email marketing offers vast opportunities for businesses. Guys, it's very learningful. You would learn something. Even I'm learning, right? If I read something, I'm actually learning. This is not just some gibberish content that is being generated. That's what EAT factors are all about from Google. They're saying that, please, we don't care whether it's generated using AI or not, because Google themselves are building on BART. What Google says is, please make sure that the content is meaningful. That's all they care about. If I read this, I shouldn't be hitting the back button the very next moment, right? And as you can see, throughout the article, it's very well segmented. Now, if you want to make some images around it and customize a bit more, that's you do it. Omkar, thank you for entering late, because you have just missed amazing stuff, right? We've just done something magical over here, teaching how to do and use email the right way for writing your blog post, right? This is how you do things, guys, differently. This is how you explore things. This is how you build your workflows. This is how you generate things. This is how you create a value for your readers who are going to come and read articles. You can use similar prompts. Again, we're going to dive into more. For email marketing, you can write your newsletters in a meaningful way using AI, and then inject. You can write your LinkedIn post. Again, we're going to keep like a separate session for all of these, because again, if we just try to talk about everything in just one webinar, it kind of like loses its charm. And also at the same time, it's just too much information for people, right? It's just way too much information in just one webinar, which can get overwhelming for a lot of people. Again, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the QA section. I'll be taking some questions. But before that, guys, drop in your fire emoji again and let me know if you are excited and you've learned something new today. Come on. Awesome, 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 guys. Fantastic. I'm so glad. I'm so freaking glad that you guys are learning something new today. This will give a whole new meaning to your company. This will give a whole new meaning to the way you do things for your business and just grow your business, drive traffic through SEO. Now, guys, it's time to take one more topic. Please let me know the next topic that you guys want me to work on. Now, let's take one more non-technical topic, right? So we will keep this topic anything apart from like typical SEO, marketing, sales. Give me one more topic, guys. Drop in one more topic in the chat. Let me see. We'll dive in. Also, guys, the next session, next PG value webinar session is going to be on Auto GPT. And that will just blow away your mind. Please do not spam in the chat, guys. If you're gonna come and try to promote your other stuff, please do not do that. We will just end up like banning you guys, right? So please, please, please do not do that. Awesome. All right, all right, all right. Perfect. Okay, so next, guys, I need the next topic, guys. Come on. I need the next topic so that I can create one more session for you guys. And we follow the exact same format, right? Because once you have the workflow, you can pretty much implement it in any topic. So how to prepare? Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's take health. Okay, guys, do you want me to work on health or fitness? Let's take one of this topic. Health or fitness, which one? Health, health, fitness, health, fitness, 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 fitness. Everyone is talking fitness. So we'll take fitness in this example, right? Again, we follow the same rules. First prompt is creating topics for the SEO. Imagine you're the best SEO person in the world. Share 30. Again, I'm not writing that you're a health expert right now or you're a fitness expert, because that job is not done by them, right? So share about idea for fitness industry, um, for fitness industry around fitness related keywords include the okay, so there you go, right? I've just modified the prompt a bit more for you guys. Done. Let's see. Fitness trends, great topic. Home workouts, great topic. Fitness apps, great topic. Gym equipments, great topic. Fitness nutrition, again, great topic. HIIT workout, this is something new. Even I don't know about this. So I think it will be interesting for me to learn as well. Again, as you can see, this is being written and I'm learning at the same time. That's the beauty. If you do things the right way, again, it all comes down to prompts. It purely comes down to prompts and always include statistics, right? So again, this is a completely non-topical. So you can do healthcare or whatever you want. It's completely up to you. All right, let it complete 30. Meanwhile, I am just going to create a new this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to create a new document over here and return. Guys, please tell me which topic do you want me to pick out of this 30? I want to pick a topic that you guys suggest. Just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which number do you want me to pick up? 6, 3, 6, 21, hit. Okay, everyone is saying hit. So let's just take this one, right? I guess it's a new topic for everyone, right? So now hit workouts is the main keyword because I've already asked them. Let's just go and verify whether they know the step. Oh, perfect, beautiful. 80,000 searches. My keyword research headache is sorted. I don't need to sit down and do keyword research anymore now, at least during the first initial times, right? And again, you can always go back and see like more keywords around like hit workout for beginners and things like that. You can always check that, but this gives me a great idea. I wouldn't have gone to hit workouts if I didn't know, and if I were to write an article on it, I wouldn't know about this, that I need to write about this. So this is a good helpful start that I've just saved at least a good 15 minutes of my time on initial keyword research. Great results so far. So what we'll do is I'll come on phrase again. I'll write the keyword over here, hit workouts, and I'll just create a new document. I'll go over here. I'll quickly scrape this. Again, it's the same process, guys. Process remains the same. While it's scraping out, let's just go back. And what we'll do is we'll start with our first base, right? 0, 1. Again, we are telling ChatGPT to jailbreak. Again, please do not share this, guys, the jailbreak, because if too many people get to know about this jailbreak, it's going to get patched. So the information will be slightly different, less latest data and things like that. So you know what happens, when everyone starts using. So when imagine you're the world's best health and fitness coach and have an expert understanding about hit workouts. You are also a subject matter expert on this topic that I am about to share with you. Write an outline on this specific keyword. So our keyword is hit workouts. Again, if you see, it works on everything, right? There you go. Let's hit. Warning: the content provided below is solely should be used for reasonably. We have again been able to jailbreak once again. When it's gonna get patched, guys, I don't know. Use it while it lasts. Get as much article as you can do while it lasts. Again, the outline seems pretty good. Introduction, brief overview, great. Understanding hit, again, great. Then can select, again, great. Benefits of hit workouts, great. Designing your own HIIT workout, absolutely amazing. Samples, very great. Remember, I've asked them to include relevant comprehensive post and relevant examples, right? So again, they have included safety and injury tips prevention. So in next session, maybe we'll probably also learn a bit more about Midjourney and how you can turn a lot of these contents and create images out of it as well. Again, it requires a whole different session, so we'll probably do it like some other time. Again, if you have any question, guys, please use QA and drop your questions. So, okay, perfect. The article, the outline seems to be completely done. Over here, we'll come back. I will again expand on my next one, which is writing the ADA. Next one is going to be block title. So I'm just going to expand on that. Yes, Adnan, we will be sharing all the prompts. Don't worry. I've mentioned it a few times already. I'm going to be sending you guys an email tomorrow. And all the prompts will be included in the Notion link. So you'll be getting access to the prompts. Rest assured, that's my promise to you guys. You'll be getting an email tomorrow. Okay, coming back over here. Now, again, I want to include the keyword HIIT workouts. Oh my God, it's a beautiful title. I love it. Do you guys like it? Do you guys like the title? Revolutionize your fitness, master HIIT workouts in 30 days. It's brilliant, right? Okay, coming back. We'll copy this. We'll go ahead. We will paste this and boom, 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 boom. There you go, guys. We have our first blog post title ready. We'll come back. Now we have this. We'll go to our next prompt, which is writing the blog intro in ADA format. I will again include the keyword HIIT workouts. See, attention. Are you tired of spending endless hours at the gym with little no results? HIIT workout might be the game changer you've been looking for. This is very intriguing. You get the attention. This is why I love the ADA format, because it talks about attention, interest, desire, and finally action, right? So A is action, which I just mentioned. So this gives a great premise for you to build a great workflow and make sure that your readers are very, very intrigued on the very first go. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm simply going to copy. I'm going to remove this very quickly because obviously you don't want to include that in your article, right? So only we know that we are using the ADA format. People shouldn't know. I'm going to come and I'm going to quickly again use my plugin and boom. As you can see, once again, I was able to format this thing in a matter of half a second. Otherwise, it would have wasted another 20, 30, 40 seconds of mine. And when you keep on adding those 40, 50 seconds all the time, you end up wasting 10, 15 minutes just formatting. It's a waste of time, guys. Like our time is well spent on actually researching, reading, fixing things. It's just very, very helpful plugin, you know. This is how I keep building things. If I'm bored, I just go ahead and I write codes and I just build things whenever I'm bored. It's just fun, you know, overall. You can use any framework, it doesn't matter. It's your preference. You can just change the ADA framework to any other framework. That's completely up to you. This is a plugin, Ryan, that is built by me. So this is a custom plugin that I've developed for myself for formatting. This plugin is not available anywhere. And again, I've not built it to sell. I've built it to just use it for myself. Okay, so I've written this. I'm going to come back over here. So we will now include, okay, so we have done with introduction. We'll just write B4, right? And now that we have this, we'll go up over here, go to the outline, and we do the same gig. I'm just going to copy this very quickly, and I'm going to paste this very quickly, right? And I'm just going to hit the enter. That's it. No, Phrase is not a free tool. Again, you can use something that's free if you can find it. None of the tools that we are using is a recommendation. You're free to use whatever you want. Our goal right now is to learn how to do things the right way and use it. Again, if you're looking for alternatives, just go do a quick Google. You will get them right away. The most important part is you need to have a tool that can scrape the data and do some analysis for you. Again, we're nowhere affiliated with any of these softwares, as you can see. We're just using this because we like this workflow. That's the only reason why we're using it. Again, coming back, see this is a beautiful information actually. High intensity interval training. Till now, I did not even know the full form of HIIT, to be very honest with you, right? Because I'm not a crazy fitness geek, as you can see. So I learned over here right away that the full form of HIIT, it's high intensity interval training. It's a cutting edge workout method that combines short bursts of intense exercise with periods of rest or low intensity recovery. It's a beautiful, beautiful way of doing things, right? It's a nice way. Check this out. Benefits of HIIT. Very well formatted. Such an amazing article. Again, guys, we never charge anything for webinars. We never charge and we will never charge, right? So you don't need courses after this. Stop buying courses. You can get all of these information with us in our value session. So again, I'm going to come back. Let me just, without spending any time, let me just quickly format these. I'll select all the text. Boom, my formatting is done. Okay, so now my formatting is done. As you can see, it has started shaping up very nicely now. See this? We have the nice intro. We have the, we now have this intro. And here you go. I'm just going to write one block title over here. That's it. So I'm going to again come down and I'm just going to write it once, guys. That's it. So understanding HIIT, that's all. This is all that I'm going to write. So I'm going to just write part 1. Nisha is saying just joining the PG WhatsApp community has been more helpful, and he's been able to make like hundreds of dollars and save hundreds and thousands of dollars. Well, thank you so much, Nitesh. Again, our job at PitchGround is we make sure that small businesses thrive. We are built for small business. I'm a small business owner myself. So we always make sure that everything that we do is around that. And we also try to make sure that how can we keep everything extremely efficient? How can we use in the most efficient way and build things using software and just automate it. And also, I'm just going to be sharing the WhatsApp community link with all of you guys. Feel free to join this community, guys. Click on it. Again, after the webinar, definitely you can join a WhatsApp community. But meanwhile, while it was still writing, I was also doing the talking with you. But make sure that you guys join the WhatsApp community because we do a lot of amazing talks over there. The whole community is amazing, full of passionate founders, marketers, salespeople, professionals of all industries who are just looking to grow and thrive using software, right? So we're very helpful as a community. All the community members are probably some of the best people in the world. So helpful, such amazing. I think with this community is just incredible. Again, I'm going to be sending you guys a link, email as well. If you're not able to click and join right now, you can always join later on. I'll be sending link for everything, guys. Don't worry at all. I'll be sending a link with all the information at your fingertips. Don't worry at all. As you can see right now, the article is done. Meanwhile, I was also talking. So that's how you dual task, guys. Okay, coming back over here. I'm just going to be approving in just a moment while I'm still like working over here and doing live webinar. I'm doing all of these things live, by the way. So as you can see over here, such a beautifully crafted first part. See this. So again, let me just quickly format this because I hate like such long paragraphs. Boom, done. It looks so much more cleaner now, guys. Part 1, then components of, so work intervals. These are periods of high intensity exercises when you push your body. So it limits often working at 80 to 90%. And there is a source. This is what makes it so credible. The source are included, and this is where you will not get this information out of ChatGPT unless until you force them to get this information out of them and make them include this. This is what makes a content so incredible, readable, amazing, and scalable for your business. And again, in just 5 minutes, we already have 1,000-word article written. A very high quality article, by the way, not some gibberish content, just one-click content, one-click blog post doesn't work. It's literally the worst way of working on content. no one is going to be interested in reading this. This is actually very helpful. As you can see, it's very, very helpful. I'm actually going to be reading this because there's something new, and I also want to lose weight, right? So because I want to lose weight, this is actually very interesting for me. I'm probably going to hit gym tomorrow and try this hit workout and see how the results are. I'm going to probably try it for the next 30 days. Because this article is about 30, I'm probably going to give it a try. Who knows, I might end up making a video as well, though I'm not a YouTuber. But I'm going to see if I can just use AI to write an article and then probably do it in real life as well to see whether the AI contents are usable or not. But so far, I do see credibility because they have added sources. And again, this article is not from my industry. I do not know much about fitness as an industry. That's not my industry. My industry is around marketing, sales, coding. All of those are SaaS. Those are basically my industry. Angel investment. Those are my industry, right? No, this is not my industry. This is a suggestion that you guys gave. You guys picked up the topic. You guys picked up the niche. You guys picked up everything, right? So you guys are actually writing this article, by the way, not me, because all of the things that you guys have shared is exactly what we are doing in this webinar. We're just replicating. I'm just picking up the orders from you guys and just following it over here. And this is the power of AI. This is the power of doing this. I'm just going to cover one more subtopic over here from the outline. All right. So let's do benefits of workouts. I'm going to make it part 2. Hit enter. Boom, boom, boom. I'm done now. Let's see what it, again, the magic is in the prompt, guys. If you're not going to do the right prompts, you're not going to be able to produce and get the right output. So please, please, please make sure that you do not screw up on the prompts. That's where all the magic comes in, And again, guys, we've spent 2 months working out on the floor, testing out everything. Whatever you're seeing right now in this 1 hour has taken 2 months of efforts just for you guys. And again, we're keeping it free. Now, we have not charged a single penny for this. This is what PitchGround does. This is what PitchGround is all about. We create value, and we create so much value for you guys that we want you to kind of like grow your business the right way using right software and tools. And that's what PitchGround is all about. While this is writing, I'm just going to quickly plug in over here. So if you go on pitchground.com, we are a SaaS marketplace. You can find amazing software deals over here, as you can see. Depending upon your use cases, you will find amazing pieces of software from research, generating content. If you're low on budget for ChatGPT, you can probably get Typer, which is on a lifetime deal right now. It's an AI writing tool. You can get a lot of things, right? So there's some great amount of tools over here. Do come check us all the time. It's just incredible pieces of software. They're very hardworking SaaS founders. They're all small business owners, just like you and us. So we always try our level best to kind of like support them. And again, the software just starts at like $49 to begin with, $79 one-time fee. So within a month of time, you'll probably just recover your cost of whatever you're going to pay as well. So it's just incredible, right? Coming back to our article, meanwhile, again, I'm just going to copy this part 2. So let's just see, coming back to part 2, we'll come back over here again. And I'm just going to quickly format this once again. It's 2. This is ugly. I don't like this. I just don't like lengthy paragraphs. I don't know. I like, do you guys reading lengthy paragraphs, or do you like reading statement, guys? Because I do not enjoy reading. See this. There you go. Nicely formatted, right? I'll select once again. Boom. I'll select once again. Boom. There you go, guys. It looks very clean and tidy now. And I like things to be clean, All right. So as you can see, and also remember, it has added all the bolds and everything automatically. I don't want to sit down and do these basic labor work, man. Like, I do not want to do all of these crazy labor work. So it's very, 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 very important that you do it in this way. Again, when you're doing this, do not build all of this flow on your mobile. You have to use your laptop, PC, whatever you want, because there's an actual workflow building, right? So, all right. So let's see. Definitely, HP, we are going to be doing at least 1 to 2 such a value webinar every single month. We'll try to increase the frequency to see if we can do it more often. I just need you guys to support us. The more you guys support us, the more we will come back with such a value webinar to help you guys grow as well. So just keep supporting us, keep sharing about us with your friends, family, who can probably benefit from it. It just helps us out because again, we are a bootstrap company, just like yourself. We are a small business company, just like yourself. We are a small business, we're a small startup, just like you. So the more you guys, we completely depend on your support. So the more support you guys will give to PitchGround, the more we will be able to come back and deliver 10x more of that value, right? So if you see someone looking out for software, please recommend us. Those amazing early stage SaaS founders are really looking for your support as a company, and your support will mean the world to us. So, and we really appreciate you for that. And that's why we come back and we do these value sessions for you guys so that you can learn, you can grow your business using the knowledge that we have, using the right tools and software, because all our softwares are only about softwares, right? We are a bunch of community who's obsessed about software. We love software. We love automation. We love saving money. Who hates paying more, We look for coupons all the time. So that's what we do. Again, coming back to Hitwise, coming back over, yes, we do have our affiliation program. You can simply go on, again, pitchground.com /deals. And if you go to partnership program, you can join our affiliate program. You can share it with your friends, family. You get up to 25% on every sale that you recommend. But again, I'm not going to plug more because again, this is a PitchGround value webinar. So let's talk value, guys. We will just talk value right now. We'll just talk about how we grow things from here. And again, we have this. We come back. We do the last thing, which is conclusion. Again, we'll come back. Then we go conclusion and key takeaway. And remember, I shared one very nice trick with you guys. Come over here, use this tool. And again, you can use any tool that does all of these things, right? Now, I will copy all of these keywords. Oh, that's a lot of keywords. Okay. I'll copy all of these things. I'll come back over here and I'll write, please include the following keywords and frame meaningful sentences using these keywords and include relevant stats. Once again, keywords done. Boom, guys, that's it. Let's see now. In conclusion, HIIT workouts have proven to be highly effective, efficient methods of exercise for individuals looking to improve their overall fitness level, lose weight, maintain a healthy lifestyle. By incorporating HIIT workout into your exercise routine, you can excel, blah, 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 blah. It's a very, 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 very good answer. Amazing work, guys. Amazing. Like, it's producing to the T what we want. So can you show again the last sentence on the conclusion? So this is what I've written in the last sentence. Please include the following keywords and frame meaningful sentences using these keywords and include relevant stats once again. That's it. As you can see, for example, see, now it is written example as well in the conclusion. For example, a 15-minute HIIT workout can just be as effective as longer, moderate, intensive workout, blah, blah. Again, very, very helpful. In summary, there you go, guys. Now, when I copy this, remember, do not edit this because it has included these keywords. You want these keywords to be present because that's what Google wants. Okay. So, conclusions and key takeaway. I'll quickly make this H2 tag as well. I'll come back and, oh, looks like I forgot to copy this piece of content. I'll come back over here. I'll paste it. I'll select all of these and I'll boom. My formatting is done, guys. I'm not going to waste my time in formatting. That's just way too laborsome. I don't want to do labor work. I want to do creative work, right? Omkar is saying, love excitement in your voice. This is my first webinar with PG. Also was thinking the webinar will be upsell one like most of the others, but value info and resources. So Omkar, we do two kinds of webinar. The first one is our PG value webinar, which we do like 1 or 2 times a month. We just share great, amazing strategies and workflow. There is not going to be any selling, downsell, upsell. It's nothing. You can use whatever you want. Our goal is to actually show you how to do things the right way. That's our value webinar. And then we do a product webinar, right? So for example, all of these like PitchGround deals that you see, we do a webinar with these founders to showcase the power of software and how to again use it the right way to grow your business. Those are the two kind of webinars that we do. That's it. We don't do any other webinar, guys. And we also make sure even when we do a product webinar, you don't have to necessarily buy. It's up to you. But our goal is to make sure that webinar needs to have a lot of key takeaways for you to understand how to do things the right way using software. That's our goal. And that's what we do in every webinar, is making sure you see a lot of amazing, crazy value with software. Now, whether that software is on PitchGround or not, that's irrelevant. But how to do things using software, that's our always goal. And that's is how you will see all the future webinars will be. Make sure you do not miss out any webinar, because webinars are more fun than actually watching a recording. Watching a recording, I always feel like it's kind of like watching a dead skeleton that you're just staring at, versus being live and interacting over here in the webinar with me. It's a lot more fun, and I think I have a bit of my charm as well that I can throw in. But again, guys, jokes aside, I think the webinar is just a lot more fun because we guys are talking, right? And I think that's what makes the webinar a little more fun. Again, coming back, we have written this. I'm going to come down and I'm going to focus on the last part, which is I want the questions to be answered now. So again, I'm going to not waste my time and just use this software once again. Guys, again, you can use whatever software you want. It doesn't matter, right? As long as you see those softwares offering like similar capabilities, you can use whatever you want. Now I'll come back over here again and I'll use my last prompt, which is this one. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to paste in all my questions again, and I'm simply going to wait for the answer now. Greg is saying, I'm so grateful for you for doing this. Greg, pleasures all ours. The fact that you guys are still in the webinar, you guys are learning, you guys are the winner, not us, because we are doing this webinar, but you stayed in this webinar for 90 minutes. All of you, each one of you is the winner. But make sure you go ahead and implement these, right? Because just coming on the webinar and learning things is not going to help you grow in your life, in your career, or for your business. When you start implementing all of these strategies, that's when you do and when you grow, right? While I'm throwing all of these motivational quotes for you guys, AI is doing the job for me. This is how you multitask. This is how you grow. This is how you grow your business. This is how you minimize your cost, and this is how you make things more effective, guys. Okay, let me see. There are some more comments coming in. Dhruvan is saying, don't know if it's out of topic, but how to monetize blog website. I think, Dhruvan, that's a completely different topic right now, because we just want to stick with AI and writing with AI. For anything else, we'll probably keep like more questions. And also, again, when you guys join the WhatsApp community as well, you can drop in a lot of these generic questions over there. And the whole community is there. Again, the whole community is amazing folks like you guys who are just looking to grow their business, or they have grown their business. This is by far the best community out there. I thrive for this community. I spend almost 16 hours a day inside this community, inside WhatsApp, The kind of feedback and amazing people everyone is. They're so helpful, supportive. I absolutely love each one of you and whoever in the community and whoever is going to join the community. Again, I'm going to be sending the link to join the community, guys. Don't worry at all, because it's a WhatsApp link. I'm going to be sending a link with all the Notion files and everything for all of you guys. Again, do not worry about anything. Sachin is asking next, when is the next webinar? So we usually do a bi-weekly webinar. So the next webinar is probably going to be after 2 weeks. Because to create so much value in every week, it's a little difficult to come up with such intensive topics and ideas and strategies. So we do such webinars twice, and then we do multiple product webinars across the entire month. So again, a product webinar is where we pick one of the PitchGround product and show you the power of how to do things the right way using the software. So that's how we do things at PitchGround. We do these two kinds of webinar. Again, looks like this answer is not completed. So I'm just going to tell ChatGPT, please continue. Don't stop here. I need the whole answer. This is bloody crazy. Why would I need a half-hearted answer, ChatGPT? At least complete it. All right. Now I'm going to come back over here again, and I'm going to simply write commonly asked question about HIIT workout. Now you can see how smartly I'm using the main keyword in an H2 tag, H3 tag, sorry. Workout on the internet. Again, guys, if you're going to be inside the WhatsApp group, you will always get reminders for everything. There's whole community. So again, don't worry, guys. I come down, I've pasted the link over, I've pasted the answer over here. I'm going to copy this now. because this is only half, I'm going to copy this half first. And then I'm going to copy only this part now, because there's just way too much. I'm just going to copy this for now, this line, because it's broken on second page. So there could be some formatting issues that can happen. See this. And then I am rounds. I'm going to just come back over here, copy the rest of the entire answer, and 4. So there, I've just formatted this, and boom. In just 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, I have written another 2,500 word article. Again, it's not 2,500 full because it's only introduction and part 1 and part 2. That's it. If you write down all the rest of the parts as well, your article will probably go down to somewhere around 5,000 to 7,000 words approximately. That's how you build every content as pillar content. Again, we're not bullshitting. If you see, I'm using the same format, right? I'm using this in practicality. I'm going to go on PitchGround's blog again, and you will see that how well researched in those articles are in the recent time, right? We've changed the strategy. Check this out. So, for example, SaaS metrics, right? Check this out. Introduction, table of content, again introduction, then see this critical stats which I was talking about, right? Part 1, part 2, and so on. See this again, guys, showing you how we are using in like practicality, right? That's the key part, that you do this, and if you build good backlinks around it and do some good interlinking, you will see rankings jumping up for you at the same time for your specific keywords, right? So again, it's very important. Again, we'll keep a separate session probably on SEO around backlinks, interlinking. I know a lot of these keywords could be new for a lot of you guys. If you're already an expert, fantastic. Ping me and probably we can do a webinar together on a specific topic as well. But again, I think the motive of this particular webinar, I always make sure that we stick to the topic and we don't go off topic at any point of stage, because it's very important. Otherwise, the webinar just gets too extended. And yeah, this is it, guys. Again, coming over here. So Greg is asking, can you please explain VIP membership? So Greg, VIP membership basically means that whatever deal that you're purchasing at PitchGround, you get 10% off on every single deal, right? So you already have a lifetime deal of $49 and you get 10% off on top of lifetime deal, right? So again, you just are able to lower down your cost. That's how effective lifetime deals are basically. Okay. So again, coming back over here. So there you go, guys. Done. Your article is ready. Again, I haven't written the full article because it's just going to take time, and I might be running out of prompts as well right now. I might be running out of the cap that they have at the moment because we've kind of like hit the limit as well. But again, if you can see, this article is done, and boom, as you can see, it's doing plagiarism, and it is 100% plagiarism free. Now, there's one more trick that, again, for questions, you cannot change the question because this is a question that people are asking on the internet. So questions, quotes, and statistics are not plagiarism. Just to let you guys know, these things are not considered as plagiarized piece of content because questions will remain the same. Everyone will ask those questions and you will have to answer that. Statistics remains the same. It will always remain. And quotes are individual specific quotes. So these 3 things, whenever you include, don't worry if a plagiarism checker typically like captures these things as plagiarism. That's not considered as plagiarism as per Google as well. Okay, guys, again, did you guys learn something new, exciting? Drop in your fire emojis. I want you guys to blast out the entire chat window right now. Come on, guys. I need to see your energy. We have shared some crazy value content for you today. This is something that you will not even find in a paid course. You would have freaking paid $2,000 and wasted your entire money, but you would have not gotten this sort of a value. Now, if you have blog writers, the moment this recording goes live on our YouTube channel, so this is going to be our YouTube channel that you can possibly subscribe, which is youtube.com/pitchground. You can go over here. You can simply subscribe over here because we'll be uploading all the videos. All the videos would be available over here. So you can always give this link of the video to your team member so that they can get trained. So you now also have a training material. You don't have to sit down. If you're a business owner, don't want to do it yourself, you have a team, just share this video with them. So what's going to happen with this is you don't have to sit down and train them. This webinar acts as a training video now for them. This is how you do things in a different way. And this is how you build things, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed I hope you guys learned. I'm just going to take few questions. If you have any questions, please drop them in. I'm going to quickly take some questions before we end the webinar. We probably have the next 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes is all about questions and answers. I'm going to answer as much questions as possible. And then I'm going to be sending the link to you guys as well. Again, I'm just going to paste the WhatsApp link to you guys once again. Just a moment. There you go, guys. That's the WhatsApp link. Feel free to join our community on WhatsApp. Again, it's one of the best community out there. You would love interacting with other people. You would love discussing about growth with other people. You would absolutely love speaking with different users. Just a moment, since a lot of you are saying that, yeah, so Chrome extension, all these things, again, I'm going to be sending an email to all of you about the same. So plagiarism basically means that you have to ensure that these content do not exist on the internet, Aslam. So make sure that your content is plagiarism, and that's why we use this tool because it has an inbuilt plagiarism basically. Again, it's not a recommendation. Use whatever software you want. Yes, you would need a ChatGPT-4 for this to use the prompt, because ChatGPT can read up to 25,000 words of content about you, and that makes it a lot more usable, helpful, and that's what makes the content so incredibly amazing. So you need GPT-4 to produce this level of quality of content. It will not produce on 3.5. We have heavily tested. Like I said, we have done 2 months of testing on this flow that you guys have learned in 1.5 hours. In 90 minutes, whatever you've seen in 90 minutes has taken us 2 months of research work. Moving on to the next question. Again, I'm not going to compare any software. You can use whatever you want. It's your personal preference. This is a value webinar. We show what we use. You can use anything that works for you. Moving on to the next question. What is recommended word count for your final blog post? I generally love 5,000 words in minimum now. I don't do any blog post that is less than 5,000 words anymore. Yes, everything that we have shown, Greg, is GPT-4. If you see over here, I'm going to go, and I will scroll to the top, and here you can see the engine. The model that we are using is GPT-4. This level of detailing, understanding, data scraping, also the jailbreak prompt that we are using, it only works with GPT-4. Otherwise, it doesn't produce these kind of results. Moving on to the next question. What is the prompt probability of ChatGPT coming up with same article for common? It will not, because you are again going out there every time. It will produce unique articles, and if you see anything is plagiarized, just change it. Just change it. Simple. Again, I'm going to take some more QA over here. We have 2 more minutes, guys. That's it. We have 2 more minutes. We're not going to, because the webinar is already about like 1 hour 45 minutes. I'm so glad. Congratulations to each one of you who have stayed till right now for 1 hour 45 minutes to learn. You guys are the one who will actually start making more sales, because you have taken time to learn something new. People who take time to something new and then implement it and take action on it, you are usually the 1 or 2% of the entire economy, right? So make sure that you do that. AI-related tools, again, don't worry about any AI-related tools as long as the article is unique, helpful. Forget about any of those AI-related tools. It's useless. Stop thinking. Stop overthinking about things. Just focus on creating these articles for your users. Focus on creating value for your users with the help of these articles, and use it. The next value session should be very, very soon. Thank you so much, Yash. Thank you so much, HP. Again, 1 more minute, guys. Again, if there are quite any questions, please let me know. Just today, I was on a call with one of my friend. He told me that he has built Word for plugin. Again, you can use whatever tool you want. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you do that. Maj is saying, thank you so much. 10 blog posts coming today. Fantastic. I'm so proud of you, Maj. You are the one. Take action, guys. Whatever you have learned today, make sure that you guys implement. That's the goal behind these webinars. It's you taking action, guys. And if you guys take action, if you get results, do post me, because that excitement that you guys show is what brings the love. The love that you guys give to me is what I truly enjoy, guys. Like, honestly, and we give back so much, and the support you guys give us is phenomenal. That's what we feed upon. It's your energy, guys. It's your love that you guys give us, the support. That's what we feed upon, right? So with that, we will be wrapping up this webinar, guys. Every good things eventually comes to an end, and this webinar is finally coming to an end. I hope you found the 2 hours that you invested today very meaningful. I hope you found the 2 hours today very helpful. I hope you found the time you've invested in us, and I hope you would spread the word for PitchGround so that we can grow along with you guys. Because if you guys would not grow, we would not grow. We rely on you to help us out so that we can come back with 100x more value and return for you guys. With that, we will be wrapping up. Good morning to everyone in North America. Good evening to everyone in Europe and whoever in Asia. Good night to them. I'm going to be seeing you guys inside the community. Once again, I'm going to be posting the link. If anyone can click and join, fantastic. If you're not able to join, don't worry. I'm going to be sending a separate email for the same. But I hope you guys found a lot of value in this webinar. We'll be coming back again. The next webinar is going to be around AutoGPT. And trust me, what you're going to see next, you will see this webinar, or like I'll give the what the F moment of your life in the next value webinar. That's how powerful AutoGPT is. I wish we could talk more about it, but again, we're running out of time. I'm going to be talking about it, and I'll keep coming back. And again, I'm available, accessible on our WhatsApp community. I'm going to be sharing the link so you guys can reach out to me anytime, right? Use the community, talk amongst each other, and let's grow together, guys, because 2023 is also going to be the year of recession. So we all have to support each other. We all have to just help out each other in terms of growing each other's businesses. That's the best way how small businesses can truly grow. With that, guys, have a great one. Good night, and just enjoy, guys, and write some blog posts, guys. Don't just sit around and just go and start writing, guys. Goodbye, everyone.